Well, the karma is an incomplete intention. So people die with desires and fears that have not been released. And those desires and fears are based also on fantasy scenarios. And the information in these subconscious, usually, sometimes they're conscious, scenarios are contained in standing energy waves. And if one dies still in the ego consciousness, then those energies will find a womb to be able to enact, to grow a body which will be able to enact those desires. And so the consciousness will be drawn back to complete those intentions, that you didn't get to accomplish in the previous life, but without memory of it. So that's why we have, for example, child prodigies who are, they're concert pianists at age 4 or something. The sanskaras of that carried over from previous lives. And of course, this happens very often. And you can even have aspects of the somatic aspect of the body that are similar to those of a past life, if that is relevant to one's desires and fears. Like, for example, there's been a lot of research done that someone who was shot by a bullet and died in their past life will have a mark in the body in the next life. And the child, when they often will do hypnotic regressions, the child will remember the wounding or the killing and the whole scenario that they went through. And even details of where it happened and by whom, etc. And the anthropologists have gone and verified these accounts. So there's a huge amount of literature now on people who remember their past lives, whose accounts have been validated. And this is in many countries, including those in which reincarnation is not acceptable, according to religious beliefs that are dominant there. So that's, I think, the answer to the first part of your question. The second is how to protect children. Is that the idea? From
put them on the path of Dharma.
Well, if you're on the path of Dharma yourself, that's the main way to help children, because they are mimetic. They will imitate. They will do as you do, not as you say. And so don't just talk about Dharma to them, but live it. Otherwise, they'll become very cynical and anti-dharmic and rebel against everything that you hypocritically asserted that they should do. So the authenticity of the parents is essential. The educational system today, almost everywhere, is very inauthentic and very stupidizing. It's a very dumbed down system, and it destroys people's creativity and curiosity and willingness to struggle, to learn, and to grow, and to challenge themselves. So it's there will need to be the creation of a kind of educational process that will encourage the flourishing of the growth of the intelligence, of all the forms of intelligence, because there are many kinds of intelligence, not just the verbal or the mathematical, but the intelligence of the heart and of the body and of the musical and the artistic and the all of the ways in which human expression can bring beauty and goodness and joy into the world. I hope that is helpful.